Our top focus at this hour, at least 6 staff members of a construction company and a doctor killed after terrorists attacked a tunnel construction site on the Leh-Srinagar highway in Jammu and Kashmir's Gagangir district on Sunday. The attack was carried out late in the evening when the construction workers and other staff working on the tunnel project returned to their camps located in the WION area. Meanwhile, the Resistance Front, that's an alleged offshoot of terrorist organization Lashkar-e-Toiba, claimed responsibility for the attack. The security forces suspect that the attack was carried out by 2 terrorists who opened indiscriminate fire at the group of workers that included both locals and non-locals. While 2 workers died on the spot, 4 others and a doctor succumbed to their injuries. The officials also added that 5 people were undergoing treatment for the injuries. Immediately after the attack, security forces cordoned off the area and a search operation was launched to track down the terrorists. While top security officials, including Inspector General of Police, reached out to the spot to assess the situation. The deceased have been identified as Dr. Shah Nawaz, Fahim Nazir, Kaleem, Muhammad Hanif, Shashi Abrol, Anil Shukla and Gurmeet Singh. The follow-up attack comes after a bullet-riddled body of a worker from Bihar was found in the Shopian district on Friday. The attack on civilians has drawn condemnation from top political leadership in the state and centre. Union Home Minister Amit Shah in his post on X said that those involved in the heinous act will not be spared, while he extended his condolences to the families of the victims. The state's newly elected Chief Minister Omar Abdullah also condemned the attack, which comes merely 4 days after he was sworn in. Omar Abdullah said that the casualty figures might go up as some grievously injured victims were shifted to the hospital. In the meantime, Jammu and Kashmir's Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha reacted sharply to the attack, saying that the perpetrators would not go unpunished. For more on this, our special correspondent Idris Sloan joins us live from Srinagar. Idris, thank you so much for joining us. To begin with, what can you tell us about the security situation at the moment? What are the measures in place?
Well, security has been beefed up across the Gagangir district, especially around the place where this incident took place. We are being told that the National Investigation Agency, NIA, would also be a party in the investigating of this case. A team of the NIA would reach Gagangir in a while, and then they would also take over from Jammu and Kashmir police to investigate what exactly transpired last evening at the construction site. Let me tell you that Jammu and Kashmir police believes that 2 militants belonging to the TRF are responsible for this attack on the civilians, especially the workers who were working on the construction site of the tunnel which connects Srinagar to Sonmarg. It's an all-weather tunnel because Sonmarg and Leh Ladakh area completely are cut off during the winters due to the high snowfall and slippery roads, and that's why the Government of India has been building this tunnel from last many years. The Zadmore tunnel, which connects Srinagar to Sonmarg, would be completed this year, while the Zojila tunnel will be completed next year. It's also very strategically important tunnel for the Indian defense forces, as this route also connects Jammu and Kashmir to Ladakh, and all the paramilitary forces as well as the Indian Army troops that are shifted from different parts of the country to Ladakh are taken from this road. Let me also tell you that this is one of the most peaceful places in Kashmir. Sonmarg and Gagangir area have not seen an attack in the longest 3-4 years. More than that, I think, in the last few years, there has been no attack. The community that lives there have not shown much of a support to the militant groups as well, and we have not seen any of the major attacks taking place in those areas. This is a road that connects Jammu and Kashmir to Ladakh. Second, this is also the road that connects Srinagar to the Amarnath route. So most of the year, the security is already on high alert on this route, and despite that, making civilians the target seems to be an intention of the militant groups now, because this is the second incident in the last 4 days that has taken place in the Kashmir region. On the other hand, the defense analysts are also saying that this is also because it's a very strategically placed tunnel, and it's it's going to help the Indian Defence Forces, that
Right.
this could be an intentional attack to derail the construction of these tunnels which connect them to the rest of the country.
Right, Idris. In fact, I was just going to come to this. Of course, we've seen an increased frequency in attacks in the region for quite some time now. As you mentioned as well, civilians are now being targeted. We do know that the resistance front, that's an alleged offshoot of Lashkar-e-Toiba, that's claimed responsibility for the attack. Talk to us about that, Idris.
Well, a few years ago, there was an incident. There were multiple incidents involving the civilian killings in the Kashmir Valley. But after that, Jammu and Kashmir police, as well as the Indian Army, had led a joint operation, and after that, those killings were stopped. And it's been quite a few years that the civilians have been made target by the militant groups. But in this case, it seems after Jammu and Kashmir's Chief Minister took the oath, the very next day we saw the incident taking place in south of Kashmir, where one non-local laborer's dead body was found, and later when the post-mortem was done, there were 2 bullet marks on his chest. He was taken by the militant groups, abducted by them, and then later on killed, and his body was left in one of the orchards in south of Kashmir. After that, this is the second incident that has taken place in the last 4 days in the Kashmir region. But this is one of the most peaceful areas. We've seen militant groups working actively in the north as well as in the southern part of Kashmir. But central Kashmir's Ganderbal district overall has been very peaceful, has not seen any major attacks taking place, and the presence of militants in that area is definitely a big challenge for the security forces.
All right. Well, Idris, thank you so much for bringing us the latest on this. We'll, of course, continue to track the situation closely with you there. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.